Hey guys, welcome back to Etheria Restart. In today's video, we're going to be going through some beginner mistakes that you want to avoid in the game. Now, some of these are common across other games as well, but some of these are unique to this game. So, want to go through, make a list. During stream yesterday, massive shout out to everyone that popped by during the stream. We had a lot of questions being asked, so a lot of this is trying to answer some of those frequently asked questions as well. So, the first one goes into the summons. Now, I recommend not summoning on the Freya banner or the target banner at the start of your account. If we go to my account here, we are in the achievements development, we are at about 169 summons. Now, I'm thinking that my account, based on what I've pulled so far, and I still need a few more things, SRs and stuff like that, I'm probably gonna go to 300 pulls on this account. So for me, to get to that, say if the limit is 300, I'm gonna use my last pulls to get my Freya if I want it and do my select banner, because after that I will stop. So my theory is with these other banners being the targeted summon and this one, the Freya banner, do those once you feel like you don't really want to summon on the standard banner anymore, just so you don't get your target character from the standard banner or the Freya from the standard banner, because she is already available there. Now you can do it a little bit earlier than that if you want and just risk getting a dupe. That's perfectly fine. But in general, like, don't make Freya or the target banner your first banner to summon on. I mean, if you just really love a character and you want to get them and that's what you're going to go for, go nuts. But in general, I just like to wait and summon on the permanent summon first to see what you get. Now, moving on from that, the next one is pretty self-explanatory, but it's just a refresher, and don't stall your account levels. So your account level can grow in two ways. One, from spending your stability or your stamina, and that is at a 1-to-1 ratio. Just note, if you lose a battle that costs stamina, you do lose 1 stamina, and that doesn't convert into experience. So that is wasted stamina, essentially. But yes, burning stamina, and then also your dailies are a big thing. So if you are very, very busy and you're looking for, like, what is the one thing to do, don't go doing other things that, you know, don't go like just chilling out and farming one thing indefinitely. Spread it out, do your dailies as a priority and burn your stamina as a priority. Those are the two #1 things that you want to do as your priority on a daily basis. Which then leads me into the next thing. Now, there's not so much a mistake either way on this one, but it's just like, if you are refreshing stamina, me personally, I'm free to play. I will be max refreshing my gems for stamina for the first 45 to maybe 50 levels. We'll see how we go. But if you are doing that, just make sure you keep on top of that and you are doing that as well, and try and burn your gems before you burn these. You always want to be burning your gems if you are using them before you burn these potions, because I am saving these for when we get 2x drops events, because then they're basically 100 stamina counting as 200 stamina worth of drops. So I'm saving those and burning these. That is the play that I am going with over there. The next one is when we look to... Oh, dude, the voices in that screen are just so loud. Anyway, real mocha. So let's jump in and talk about builds. So the next mistake is that you don't really want to be over investing into low grade gear. Now, it's kind of a balancing act. There's no hard and fast rule. There are some missions that require you to get like +9s, +12s, and so on and so forth. But my general guideline for myself is blues. I normally leave it like +1. If you look at here, like Doki, like she's got a blue and a green, and they're just at like level 1. I just don't even upgrade them. I just don't see the value in it. If you are, like, don't go past 6 is my general rule. With purples, I normally don't go past 9. You'll see a few of them at 10, just because when I'm spam clicking to upgrade to level 9, sometimes I accidentally click over. But in general, purples, I like to go to 9. And then the yellows, I go to 12 sometimes, if it's like, especially if it's on these ones or if it's got good substat rolls. Otherwise, some of them, like over here on Doki, you can see these two are at level 9. This is one just to make the set, so it doesn't even have the right main stat. So I haven't even leveled it at all. So that's kind of my general guidelines, because if you overinvest into these things, just note that you only get refunded about 40% of the cost of the Etheria coin that you put into them. So overinvesting into gear that's going to be replaced pretty quickly is something that I try to avoid personally. So that is that one. The other thing is, make sure you're looking at your characters and what they scale on and what they want to do, and put the right main stat on them. Obviously, the most important things in the early game are your set and your stats. Set and main stat. Those are the two most important things. Substats come after the fact. But getting your right sets, for instance, you know, my supports, I want to have them on 12p Swift Rush. And then obviously Doki, I want to have her on some tanky stats. So I've got those two. I just didn't have another one over here that I could put, which was a good stat because, you know, I've just been getting all the wrong drops. So that is what it is. But yes, definitely check your gear and don't over-invest into it, and make sure you're putting the right sets and stats onto your characters based on what they want to do. Attackers, crit rate, crit damage, attack, and then supports, HP if they're HP scaling. Defense is also fine if they're just a general support, like the Doki, like the Lily. It's all perfectly fine. So moving on from that one, the next one is going to be Prowess. And this is a very important one, and that is the cubes. So you see I have no lattices at the moment, but these lattices are very finite and very important. So planning out the way you're going to do these is going to be a very vital thing. For me, like I already know that Lily is one of the first ones that I want to do on her skill 1 up to max. It gives her speed and gives her assist to be a 100% chance. I just know that Lily is one that is a no-brainer for me personally, that I'm going to upgrade her skill 1 as one of my top priorities. Now, Rilmoka is one I'm tossing up on because I've never played Rilmoka before, so this is my first time playing her on this account. And from people that have played her before, I hear that, you know, maxing out her skill 3 is very important, but that's also 4 extra lattices that I'll be putting into Rilmoka that I can't put into someone else. So I'm not going to rush into doing that. I'm going to wait and see and feel it out how it goes. So once again, these things, they're very finite. Now, in the early days, you do have resets you can use for the first 7 days, but past that, you know, all decisions you make are permanent. So that's why I think feeling out, getting to content, seeing what is going to actually help you is probably the best way to do it. The other one is Lian. You have to put through the beginner missions 2 skill ups into one of her skills. So I just do skill 3. Me personally, once I do that and I'm done all the Lian missions, which in her mission section over here in the Hyperlink charter, I believe I just got to clear Terramonton 3, but I believe the max requirements that you need to do for her specifically, and you want to claim all these before you do anything else, is to get her to 5-star level 45 and 2 skill ups into one of her skills. After you claim all those missions, I believe that's everything done for her specifically. And after that, I will actually go into the event over here. And it's not saying she's a bad character, and I will reconfigure her. Not because she's bad, I will level her up and restar her up. It's just to get those cubes back, the lattices, so that I can put them into something like my Lily or my Rilmoka, is kind of what I am looking at with what I want to do over there. So once again, don't be just putting those lattices in willy-nilly into any character anywhere. Definitely think it out. There's very important things, the skill, but also the stats. If you're running like a Freya and she's like your speed booster for your arena team, like her skill 1's going to be important because I'm pretty sure her skill 1 has the speed as well. So it's like, it's just weigh up what you need and don't rush into those decisions. You can definitely just take your time, test out where you get stuck and what you think is going to help you, and that's what I kind of lean to investing into. Also, you can project forward at how many areas you're going to use a character, and if you're going to use them in a lot of places, for instance like me with Lily, then you know getting one of her best skills maxed out is going to be a great option. So that is that one. Moving on from that, we have the arena. Now I want to have a quick chat about this one because I said I wasn't going to do this, but I actually changed my mind here. So Arena, you can buy up to 10 tickets per day. You can see I have bought my 10 tickets today and done all of my attacks. If we go to my battle report, you can see I've done 15 victories on day 1. Now, normally, as free-to-play, I would recommend not doing this. If you're a whale, you probably have to do this. But as free to play, I normally think I wouldn't do this. But for the first couple days, I am doing it just because we're in a unique situation where when the game launched, there's 4 days left. And I want to be able to buy the perfect lattice and the evolution lattice from this shop before it goes away. So I'm spending 300 gems per day. And if I get enough and I math it out that I think I'll get it, I will slow down on that. But I just want to get that. So once again, in general, I think normally as free to play especially, like don't be buying the arena tickets, but there is like the unique situation of where we are at global launch where I did go ahead and max refill my arena tickets just so I could guarantee myself to get that lattice, the evolution lattice. And believe it or not, for free to play, the shadow prints are actually really handy early game as well, getting your first 6-star and stuff like that. So if I can pick them up as well, I'd be happy. And then hell, even if I can get myself some summons, I'll take that on top, but we'll see how we go. But I did do that, but normally I say avoid it, but definitely do your 5 free attacks per day. If you're struggling, you can also always look for some bot characters. Normally when they have a name, then a dot, then a name, that means they're going to be a bot, which you can't see because my face is in the way. Let me hide my face. You can see that person there. That's normally going to be a bot. and they're normally lower starred compared to everyone else, and they're normally free wins. So if you're someone who doesn't want to stress too much, now these do go away in the higher rankings, but you know, you can definitely go ahead and farm some of those if you want to over there. And then the final thing that I wanted to jump into in this video is talking about the Hyperlink charter. Don't get caught in the trap of not keeping up with this thing. You don't want to get buried behind in it. Obviously, there will be certain situations. For instance, here, I'm struggling on Terramonton 3. I don't have an attack buffer to go ahead and wipe the dude quickly. So you want to keep on top of this as much as you can. Ideally, you get to the point where you can see on this one that one of the missions is reach player level 20. Now, once you get to there, then you know you're completely on top of these missions and you're cruising, because I need to reach level 20 before I can do anything else that's going to progress me into the next stage of it. So keep that in mind. Get on top of these. Don't neglect these, because these are very important. They get you a lot of resources that are really going to help you with progression. You can see this one. I've just got to... There's 3 of them that I'm stuck on. This one, and this one all require me to beat hard 3 Terramonton, so I've just got to get that across the line, and then I can keep progressing all of these ones. But definitely don't just neglect these, because they are going to be very important. And along with that, and this kind of ties into the daily stuff, is make sure you're doing all your daily events and stuff, do your Phantom Theater attacks, and keep up with your anti-sync echoes, because you do get some pretty good rewards from there. So if you do have spare time, definitely jump in here and blow some time trying to defeat these bosses, because you do get, once again, you get some good modules, which are very helpful in the early game, and you just get some good progression out of it. Like if I can go ahead and get this one later on, that's another HP percent that I can use, which is fantastic. So that sort of stuff is very important. Once again, if you have the time, the top priority is still burning your stamina and doing your dailies if you're short on time. But then, you know, with your excess time, definitely jump in here and burn some time and energy into the echoes to try and get some extra rewards if you want them in max. Same applies for Amber Trek and Ethernet Rally once you unlock those as well. But that pretty much does it. Once again, I think the biggest ones that I was seeing asked in the comments during stream was what to do with summons. And like I said, I don't think you really want to summon on the Freya or the target summon too early. Definitely do some permanent summons, because the permanent summon banner in this thing is just OP. And don't forget to, if you are lacking for time, your top priority is those quests, daily quests, and burning your stamina. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.